Geeks, and welcome to another roleplay session. We're playing Age of Dragons. It's a homebrew campaign, and it's fun. And yeah, we the party started fighting each other just for fun last time. If you like this sort of content, like and subscribe, and come join our community on Discord. But first, would the players like to introduce themselves? I'm sorry, what?
Can I go first?
Certainly.
Hello, I play Mooney, the bee bear, moon bear, moon druid.
That's a mouthful.
I practiced that on the way here.
Nice. Okay.
And yes, so I got that all in one line.
Yay!
Okay, next.
That's all you're saying. Okay, cool.
Yes.
Very well. I am playing unnamed turtle. The turtle. The turtle were-at Twilight cleric with an that is unnamed.
Mm-hmm.
And is just kind of vibing.
Who's next?
Hi, I'm Zane. I play Brock, the half-ogre Eldritch Knight fighter, and I also play his girlfriend, Miss Crooks-a-lot, the sidekick bard. She is camera shy, and that's why she's never been role-played yet.
Mm-hmm.
Totally me not forgetting about her existence for a session.
Sidekicks are always
What
forgotten.
a good boyfriend.
Right.
She just wants you to love her.
Mooney will interact with her so you remember she exists.
I nominate Amanda. Go ahead.
My name is Amanda. If I have it right, I play Barbarian Magma Mephit.
Nope. This
No?
time you're barbarian, but you're not the magma method this time.
Oops. Amethyst Dragonborn.
Amethyst Dragonborn. Yeah, Violet the Amethyst Dragonborn. Who's next, Violet?
Sure, I guess I'll go.
Okay.
I'm Barnsey. I'm playing Leatherhead, a alligator type humanoid.
Completely
he's
original
a-
character.
Huh?
A completely original character.
Yeah, pretty much. He's a storm barbarian and a storm druid.
And who next?
I can go.
Okay.
Hello everyone, I am playing Karma, the half-elf paladin of conquest who is a werewolf.
Mm-hmm. That leaves
I'm done.
Elizabeth, Frostwalker, and I think that's it. Yeah.
I can go ahead.
Cool.
I'm Rob. I play Frostwalker, the Goliath Paladin of the Watchers.
Mm-hmm. And lastly, Elizabeth.
Hello, my name is Elizabeth Pellblood. I am a Vengeance Paladin and against my will a Aberrant Mind Sorcerer.
Against your will, an aberrant mind sorcerer. Yeah.
In character she is. Out of character, Cthulhu stuff is cool.
So real.
Indeed. Alright. So, what happened last time we played? Where did you end up?
What?
And how did you get there?
They ran into me.
Mm-hmm. They did. Almost literally, as you were thrown out of a bar right in front of him.
Well, I wouldn't say thrown out, but more like annoyed out.
And with a whole bunch of people tackling you and trying to bring you down.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, and it was them failing very, very epically.
And then you decided to just chomp on them.
I healed them. You know, it's a thought that counts.
Can't really heal somebody when you've got no head.
I mean, that one survived, to be fair.
Yeah, but I also did heal them, so, you know, afterwards.
Yeah. Yes, so we started off by being led to the city, like the
You were in the city of
fancy-
doors.
Yes. The Alsgarad Plains version of the City of Doors, which is a bustling town made up of rings and other
Things.
It's essentially just the ring world, but
Concentric ring worlds.
yes, concentric ring worlds, which is where, as just mentioned, we saw a large alligator person just covered in people getting kicked out of a bar.
People. Just
we
infested with humans.
Yes, infested with humans, quite literally. We talked to this this creature, and it was the new character, Leatherface.
Leatherhead.
Leatherhead. Oh yeah,
Slightly better than Taserface.
yes, I do have it written down correctly. I just misread it. My bad.
I mean, I'd rather be, you know, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle than a horror movie character.
True.
Leatherface. Yeah. Fair.
At least Leatherhead turned good eventually.
Did he?
True. I mean, probably did.
No, he did. Trust me.
But yeah, we decided to let this Leatherhead decided to join. Decided to just follow us out of interest, and we then started to explore the city, where a bit of a snooty elephant folk went by. I'm not quite. I didn't pick up his name, but yeah,
It wasn't given.
wasn't given. It might have been given in passing. It was probably just to make the place feel more alive. Hopefully, because I didn't get the name. Yeah, so we decided then to go to a nearby magic shop just to get information and stuff.
Yeah.
And
And
we got in there. The shopkeep was very uppity, very snooty,
yes,
a rather big prick, you might even say.
he was an elf.
He was an elf.
He was a typical.
He was an
high
elven prick.
Little prick.
A knife-eared prick.
Mm.
As the dwarves might say.
True. Indeed. Then Mooney asked for a hug, and then got directed to a brothel. Because that would supply the hug services.
Mm-hmm.
Technically.
Technically, yes.
After we figured that out, we decided that they decided, oh wait, I'm not going there.
Let's give the brothel a skip.
Yes, and then we heard carnival music and jolly rather stuffed music like that.
Yeah.
And we followed it.
I hated the time of the year because it's fair season.
We followed it. We came to we went through like a little alley. We saw the carnival on a separate ring. and decided, fuck it, let's just jump.
Mm-hmm.
So we jumped down, taking various amounts of different amounts of damage, as one does.
Yeah. Some of you managed to avoid the damage entirely,
Yeah.
but only some of you.
And we got met by a clown who kind of we started a fight, and then who Leatherhead started a fight with, and then promptly got beat.
You decided to start some shit with this random clown. Yeah.
He came up to me first.
True.
Yeah, the clown started it.
Yeah, the clown
he
started
started
it.
it by asking if we were okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
The clown was a nice guy.
You took quite a tumble, and he was concerned, and you repaid his kindness by attacking.
No. Leatherhead repaid his kindness.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I said no, and then he, you know.
You were offended by his existence, and you decided that this
In
offense...
real life, I would be, because I
Sorry?
don't like clowns. In real life, yes, I would be, because I don't like clowns in real life.
Ditto.
Fair.
I love clowns. I don't know what y'all are talking about.
You like Matt Pat in that one audio. Anyway, yeah, we after the fight lasted a little bit, we went to the zoo because Mooney was interested in it, and admittedly, so was a lot of the party, along with the rest of the party.
Some of you were morbidly curious more than yeah.
What's the difference?
Yes.
Yeah, we saw the animals kept in the cage, and eventually realized, all these animals. So, some people talk to them, and they realized, oh yeah, these guys are people, or were people,
Yes.
or were sentient things.
Poor unfortunate souls.
And eventually we left that and went to the Colosseum, which is in there in the area, which is in the
Yeah. Basically,
words,
this
the carnival.
entire ring seems to be entertainment. So there's
Yes.
a circus, there's a zoo, there's carnival style games, there's rides, there's an arena, there's all kinds of shit. There's probably a racetrack there if you look enough.
Indeed. We had a bit of food, short rested a bit. Then we went to the Colosseum. We administered as a group, and then we played a party combat.
Mm-hmm. Half of you against the other half. Which,
Yes, half v half. Admittedly, it wasn't the most fair teams,
No.
to say the least.
The power balance was not.
very, very obscure power balance.
Mm-hmm.
But hey ho, you live and you learn.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, we did the fight, and that's where we pinned it.
Yeah, we pretty much put a pin in it with one of you getting knocked unconscious.
Indeedy.
Yeah. So, we'll pick it up from there. We will flash forward to you recovering from various injuries. They have very good healers on hand. You're all back up to full health and spell slots.
Yay!
And the promoter suggests, hey, maybe this time instead of fighting each other, we could put you up against some things. I mean, you're clearly very powerful, so there's some interesting creatures that we've collected from all over the plains. You think you can put on a good show?
Ooh. I think we could put on a very good show.
There's a bear shit in the woods.
Sometimes they shit in a cage.
Sometimes they shit in a river. So,
True.
Mooney pipes up and goes, "Bears shit wherever they want to shit," and probably standing.
Yeah, you would be the authority on that, wouldn't you?
I was waiting for somebody to say Mooney.
Yeah, Mooney can crap on command.
Cool command.
DM, did you put my weapon in my sheet?
Your new improved thingy. Let's see. Did I?
Basically, Thor's hammer.
No, I didn't. Oh yeah, I remember what it was. It was basically.
The lightning javelin, but
Yeah.
with a hammer.
Yeah. Did we put that on the maul or the light hammer?
Light hammer.
Aye.
And if you could send me that sheet so I can have updated aspects.
Yeah. Come to think of it, where do we use the bathroom? They have facilities there.
I'm pretty sure they got porta potties around the fair.
Yeah, there we go. Is that any different? So I just realised this is the what came up is the 2024 version, so I'm just checking to see. If there's any key differences. Tofu. 5'9". DC 13, 46 lightning. There's just, yeah, it has, yeah, it's slightly different. What they've changed is, before when you threw the javelin, it would do the javelin's damage plus the 46 lightning damage to the target, as well as doing a 46 lightning to everybody in the way if they fail the deck save.
Yeah.
The new version only doesn't have the weapon damage on there, but it's close enough, so I'll copy and paste that onto your character sheet. Make a couple of edits so it says bludgeoning instead. Yeah, the rest of that works. Okay. Save as Age of Dragons. Leatherhead. Okay. So, to explain the reason why you didn't have the hammer during the fight, but suddenly you now have it, the fight promoter actually gives it to you during the fight because your team lost, so he thinks that maybe you would help. That it would help rebalance the party if you had
Alright.
a lightning hammer. So he gives you a lightning hammer.
Sounds good.
And yeah. So when you're ready to fight, let the promoter know, and he will give you some.
I'm pretty sure we're ready.
I'm ready. I'm not sure about you guys, but I know I'm ready.
I am.
I'm ready.
I only have 2 spell slots left.
I'm ready.
That should work.
You just have to do one now?
I only have 2 spell slots left.
Well, I said that you regained all your spell slots and hit points. You're good.
Oh, then yeah, I'm good.
What was Amanda going to say?
I was asking, I'm just confused if you could explain everything.
So, do you remember that we were in a fight at the end of the last session?
Yeah, the PvP.
Yes. Well, we're cutting to the end of the PvP because we've decided that
The PvP sucks.
the PvP sucks. Yes. Yes. And so we're skipping to the end and going on to the next fight, basically.
Okay. Okie dokie. Because you were like attacking, I was like, wait, we're attacking each other again? What'd I miss?
No,
So I was
we're not
just like,
attacking each other. No, not each other. No.
I zoned out for 1 minute and I missed half an hour of content.
Okay. Yeah, okay. So, you come up, and you see that standing in the arena, ready for you to come out, are a pair of storm giants, accompanied by some huge two-legged pet lizards of some kind. So, sorry, not storm giants. Where is it? Frost giants. Frost giants. So,
You guys see Brock like geeking out at the sight of frost giants.
Are you?
I'm going to be joining him at that one.
You guys seem happy about that.
Well, we're both related to giants, and in the real world, they're extinct. So, like,
which is
this
ironic.
is like a chicken seeing a T-Rex.
A chicken. Yeah. Again, funny you should mention that, because do you know what the bipedal lizards are that are standing next to them?
What?
T-Rexes.
Oh.
Of course they are.
Storm giants, you said, right?
Frost.
Frost, okay.
Oh, if they were storm giants we were facing, I wouldn't be celebrating. I would be shitting bricks.
I don't know. We're all decked out.
Yes, but storm giants, if I'm not mistaken, are the strongest of the giants.
Yes, they are. They're the top. They're the top of the.
Yeah.
Food chain.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not what they called it, but yeah. The
Hierarchy.
ordning. The ordning.
Hopefully it's not the Frost Scion and just the normal Frost Giant.
Oh yes, I remember fighting one of those. That's not fun.
Miss Croaks-a-Lot is like, well, come on guys, we got this! And the whole time she's hiding behind everyone.
Sounds about right.
Shall we start then?
Yeah, you want to roll initiative?
Yes.
We.
Plus 3 bonus to initiative if you're within 10 feet.
Plus 3?
Blessed.
Cool.
Okay. There you are. Okay.
The T-Rexes are really ready.
Egghead little arms.
Oh, fuck. Alright.
What's wrong with this alarm?
They're so tall they can't see us, and that's why.
Yeah, they don't acknowledge you as threats until you start. The picture that was generated, though cool, fails to take into account that the T-Rexes and the Giants are about the same size as each other. But that's okay.
They could be baby dinos.
They're not, though. Okay, so I believe the highest was Karma, right?
Yes.
Followed by Leatherhead. Leathered. And then Brock. And Lonefist. Then Mooney. Girl Frog.
Her name's right there.
Yeah, I know, but it's fun to call her Girl Frog.
No, that's fair.
And then total 10.
We.
And then Violet, followed by the T-Rexes, the Frost Giants. So, yeah. You guys are level 8. And Karma gets to go first. Are you targeting a giant or a T-Rex? Take your time.
Okay, let's.
You don't need the R, it's just exclamation spell aid.
Yeah.
Ooh.
You can pick 3 of your allies, or yourself and 2 other allies, to increase their matchup HP for 8 hours. Who are you picking?
Mooney. Brock.
Yay! Mooney wags tail.
And Leatherhead.
Okay.
Right.
Second level?
Yes.
Okay. So all 3 of you have 5 additional max HP for the next 8 hours.
All right.
Woo.
And that is an option. I'm trying to.
Yeah, that's your action. So that leaves you with your movement and a bonus action, potentially.
Okay. That's all I'm gonna do for this turn.
Okay, so you're hanging the fuck back.
Yes.
Okay. Leatherhead,
Yep.
your turn.
All right. How far away?
You're going to go shake hands with your ancestors. They're about 60 feet away from you.
I mean, I was thinking about being like, "Hey, I'm one of you," except for I survived. You guys didn't. I said 60 feet.
Mm-hmm.
I got 30 speed.
Mm-hmm.
Can you bring up a infestation for me?
Nope. Okay. Got it. It's a cantrip.
Yep. Well, first I'm gonna, no, I'm not gonna rage yet.
At 8th level, it's going to be 2d6.
Yeah, I'm gonna use infestation.
On one of the T-Rexes or one of the giants?
I'm gonna have to go with the giants.
So you stride forward 30 feet and give one of the frost giants fleas.
Pretty much, yeah.
Alright, so he needs to make a con save.
And I roll 1d6.
It's 2d6.
2d6. Damn.
What's your spell save DC?
I'm pretty sure it's less than 20.
Yeah, it's 13. So yes,
Yeah.
you do 1 point of damage. Oh no, you don't, because it's a cantrip. It's all or nothing. Oh,
Well,
Rough.
fuck me, right?
rough.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Okay.
And for my bonus action, I am going to rage.
Good call. Okay. Brock.
Brock, as Brock's main action, Brock's going to cast Enlarge Reduce.
On yourself or one of the giants?
On himself. He's not feeling like making the giants any bigger.
I actually thought you might make one of them smaller. Reduce them from huge to large.
It was a thought, but my spell safe DC is a 10. I don't think it would work.
Fair.
Then he's going to move up 30 feet, and that's his turn.
So you make yourself big enough to look him in the eye and move 30.
Yep.
Fair. And Lone Fist. Not Lone Fist, Frostwalker. Bob?
I wasn't thinking about Lone Fist at all.
Frostwalker.
So how far away is everybody?
So 2 of them have moved up 30 feet to get within 30 feet of the enemy, and done some other stuff. But the rest of you are still 60 feet away from the giants and the T-Rexes.
I don't think I really have much for ranged spells. Moonbeam.
Moonbeam. Yeah. Command. Lob a javelin at them.
Now I'm thinking about command. It's like, That wouldn't work on the T-Rex, would it?
No, it has to be. Let's pull up the spell.
Command is for humanoid.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like, I don't think it's going to work on the giants
I
either.
don't think it'd work on the Giants then.
No. But if I remember correctly... Oh, wait a minute. You speak a one-word command to a creature you can see within range. The target must succeed on a wisdom save or follow command on its next turn. The spell has no effect if the target is undead, if it doesn't understand your language, or if your command is directly harmful to it. So, assuming that the giant can understand your speech, it might work on the giants.
Well, it's a good thing that my characters always speak giant.
I was going to say, mine does too.
You can speak giant. Fantastic. So yes, you could try to command one of the frost giants.
Okay, I will use command, and the one-word command will be betray.
Oh, wisdom save. So it's a 60-foot range. So you don't have to move at all if you don't want to. But would you move forward?
Yeah, I'm going to go forward to 30 feet with everybody else.
Right. It gets a 12 for its...
It is 14.
Yep. So, one of the 2 giants has been commanded to betray for 1 turn. Nice.
So, say, facing towards the giants, the one on the left-hand side.
Okay. Sweet. Well played. Mooney!
Mooney is going to cast Polymorph on
The other giant?
Violet.
On Violet? Okay. What are you going to
Yes,
turn her into?
a T-Rex.
Okay, so Violet, are you going to willingly fail the save to be transformed into a T-Rex? Do you want to be a barbarian T-Rex? Violet?
Amanda.
Amanda.
Yes.
You want to be T-Rex?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're going to willingly fail the save when Mooney casts Polymorph on you and turns you into a T-Rex, right? Awesome.
Yes.
I'll help you with your stats when it gets to your turn.
I ask a Stuffy Destroyer of Worlds to help me concentrate on that one.
It's Astrobile.
I thought we agreed Stuffy Destroyer of Worlds.
You may have agreed, but my name is Astrobile.
Okay, Astrobale, Destroyer of Worlds. Would you mind helping me concentrate on that?
Fine.
Their face screws up in concentration. Looks like they're trying to take a shit. So.
Does he actually shit?
No.
He's a stuffed animal. I don't think he can.
It's also the plane of Asgard. I would not be surprised if it can.
Anyway.
Oh, I also, instead of moving closer, I move further back.
So you're going to have your butt up against the wall of the arena?
Yes.
Okay. Broomy is sulking, by the way.
Broomy.
Your broom of flying, it doesn't get to fly anymore because you've got wings of your own.
I ask Broomy to lift me into the air. Broomy is still important. Broomy gives me movement my wings cannot.
My poop plant poops. It might poop chocolates. You don't know. Anyway, Girl Frog.
Girl Frog. Girl Frog looks at the giant.
Lady croaks a lot.
Yeah.
Dame croaks a lot.
Yeah. Dane croaks a lot. Looks at the giant that isn't about to betray. She notices the metal belt buckle right next to his crotch, and she's going to cast heat metal on it.
You bitch.
Ouch. Yeah.
She sees that they're the same size as Brock, and she doesn't like that, so...
Okay.
So
yeah,
it's gonna
no save. It's just 2d8 fire damage automatically.
11. Yeah. And until it removes its belt, it's got disadvantage on attacks.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and she's actually going to move up 15 feet.
Okay. And then it's Unnamed Turtle's turn. Prepare to sprint when he throws his belt.
Unnamed shall cast Spiritual Weapon.
Spiritual Weapon.
Yes. And
you'll see what happens to the belt. I've got a plan. It's fine.
and have it swipe at ankles of the T-Rex.
Alright, roll to hit. Melee spell attack.
Ooh, I can type
So
good.
D20 plus 7.
Isn't it a +8?
Alright, let me double check.
Or I might be getting it wrong.
Yeah, it should be +8. It just still says +7 on your character sheet. Okay, I'll fix that. Yeah, so 21 definitely hits.
That'll be 2d8. 14 max damage. No, not max damage. Nearly max.
Almost max.
To the ankles of the T-Rex.
Yes. T-Rex takes ankle damage.
Right on the ligaments.
It's a shame we can't actually hamstring monsters, isn't it? But anyway, Violet, you are now a T-Rex. That gives you. When the command works, I just find the right word. And Zane suggested strip. Just wait. Just wait. Anyway, so Violet, as a T-Rex, you have a strength of 25, which gives you a +7 modifier. However, of course, you can't wield weapons in your claws. But that's okay, because you've got a massive biting head and a tail. So you can make one attack with your head, one with your tail.
I'm gonna do that.
And yeah, what's the exact wording on polymorph? Target assumes the hit points of its new form. Okay. The game's
It'd be
target,
2d +7, right?
It's 2 iterations of d20 plus 10. Well, actually, no. You've got a +3 proficiency bonus. Yeah, it would actually. Yeah, it would be +10. Yeah. And if you want to attack recklessly, it'd be with advantage, because why not? Okay. Who are you? Are you biting a giant and hitting a T-Rex with your tail, or vice versa, or are you going for both giants or both T-Rex?
I like biting the giant and swiping the T-Rex with the tail.
Okay. So, you are going to do 4d12 plus 9 piercing damage, because I assume you're still raging. 43 points of damage to one of the T-Rexes. And it's too big to be grappled, but that's okay. And you do 3d8 plus 10 plus 9. 3d8 plus 9 bludgeoning damage. Sorry, you were biting a giant, weren't you? Not a T-Rex. Yeah. So you do 3d8 plus 9 to the T-Rex with your tail. 24. Very cool. And yeah. Bludgeoning and piercing. Okay. Leave it to Violet to run in and cause a ton of damage. Absolutely. The T-Rexes get their turn now. One of them is, of course, going to bite Violet's tail. Because it's right there. D20 plus 10. Doesn't mix it up with its own tail. It doesn't do enough damage to her. It's clearly confused. It doesn't bite hard enough to actually hurt her. The other T-Rex is probably going to go for the biggest target it can see.
Hi. No, that would be me.
Uh-huh.
No, I was going to say, I am pretty close to it.
Leatherhead and Brock both moved forward, so what it's going to do...
I'll be right back, just getting a drink.
Okay.
I am twice the size of Leatherhead now,
yes,
if that matters.
Yes, I know, but T-Rexes can't attack the same target with their head and their tail. It's stupid. So he's going to bite... Actually, he's going to bite Leatherhead and tail swipe Brock.
Okay.
So D20 plus 10. Does a 24 hit you, Leatherhead?
Maybe.
Get enough of that from Sean.
Maybe, maybe not.
You take 32 points of damage.
Right now.
And you're grappled. I mean, actually, no, you're not, because you're large. Haha.
Have.
Sorry?
It's halved. He's raging.
Yeah, true.
That is true. Yeah. So you only take 16 points of damage. And the tail plus 10. 14 against...
That misses.
Yeah, thought it might. Okay. And then the frost giants. Sorry?
They have a solid chance of hitting.
Yeah. They just missed. Because they rolled a friggin' 4. Anyway.
You said we get how much temp HP?
5. Well, it's not temp HP. It's a boost to your max HP. For the next 8 hours. Which means, because it's not temp HP, if you have something that gives you temp HP, you can have that too. Okay. Frost giants. Now, obviously, one of them is going to walk up to the other and swing at him with his great axe.
Nat 1 and a nat 20.
Wow.
Wow. Okay. So first he's gonna do trying to resist the command. He does 17 points of damage to himself as he wrenches his shoulder. But the second swing goes through, and does 22 points of damage to his buddy.
Shouldn't it be doubled?
Oh shit. Yeah. It's an additional 3d12 on top of that. Fuck beans. Alright.
51.
I think for using a first level spell, doing 51 damage in a turn is pretty good.
Yeah, well, more than that, because you also managed to do extra damage to himself. Okay. The other giant, being not particularly smart, is going to take offense to being attacked and hit his friend right back.
Brock's looking at them like, what the fuck? Attack me! I don't want the lizards!
Which one's heat metaled?
Shit.
It has this, yeah!
That second one, he has disadvantage, yeah, good point.
Yeah.
So... Alright, yeah, actually, this is what he's going to do. While being hit, he was already... Part of the reason why he wasn't prepared for his friend hitting him was because he was trying to get the belt buckle off. He's going to whip his belt off, letting the furs that the belt was holding its place just flap loosely against his body, giving you all an occasional flash. And he's going to use his belt with its heated belt buckle as a weapon against his buddy.
Ooh.
But it wouldn't be... He wouldn't have the great axe stats. It'd be more like a whip. Very big whip, but still a whip.
So, not triple the damage of the whip?
Would it be more... Would it be more of a weight of a mace?
I'm willing to argue... Yeah, I'm willing to go with that. Possibly even... So it's still huge. Let's go with glaive, actually. It's gonna do 3d10 plus his strength modifier, which is still 6, plus 2d6 fire damage, right?
2d8.
2d8 fire damage.
Yeah.
And he's gonna hit with it twice. So... ...48 points of damage to the other giant. Fucking idiots. Alright. Karma, back to you.
I'll use my action to dash.
You're gonna use your what to dash?
Action.
Your action. Okay. For some reason the audio keeps cutting out whenever you say the first part of that word. So it almost like you said, I'm going to use my erection to dash. Maybe I'm still...
Bad DM. Bad DM.
This is traditional Anthony. Get used to it.
And I think it's a bonus action.
To dash?
No.
To what? Amber Vagathis
No.
is an action. Yeah.
Okay, so then. Damn.
You can still move. You can still move 45 and cast Amber of Agathis. Remember that both the T-Rexes, well, actually one of the T-Rexes, is already within 30 feet of you.
Actually, that's a good point. I think I'll just move the 45 and swing at the T-Rex.
Okay. Roll to hit. Both of those hit.
Cool.
Are you adding smite?
To the first one.
Okay. Roll it. $28 points of damage.
Good.
Sorry?
Pretty good.
Yeah, pretty good. Pretty tasty. Okay. Leatherhead. This T-Rex that Karma just hit bit you.
Yes, it did.
What do you want to do to it?
Everything in my being wants me to bite him back.
Do it.
So that's what I was thinking of. That's the bonus action. Okay.
First though,
Rage?
as I just get
you're
pissed
right.
off at this fucking as I get pissed off at this dino for biting me,
You're already ready.
You see all the sparks and everything coming from my aura.
Uh-huh.
And here comes the fire spirit, or the storm spirit.
Okay, so you're using your action to summon your storm spirit.
See?
Okie dokie. And when it comes into play, the T-Rex.
I'm gonna run over.
Sorry?
As close as I can to him.
Yes. It's a T-Rex. You can conjure him like right underneath it, or on his back.
All right, yeah.
He's a huge creature, and the spirit's only medium.
I'm gonna tell him to go right next to his eye, and hopefully, poke his eye out, zap his eye out, whatever you want.
That would also be within 10 feet of you, though.
True.
You might want to go center mass so that it only gets the T-Rex.
Yeah.
Okay. So, I'm actually going to roll 2 dex saves because you said you're also doing your storm aura, yes?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do I have to make a dex save for the storm aura?
Does the storm aura affect your allies or not?
Let me see. Where is it?
I'll look it up in the book. Sorry. I didn't write it on.
Yeah, I'm looking on my sheet.
Yeah, it's
not finding it.
I can see your sheet. I wrote it. Okay. Xanathar's Guide to Everything. Barbarian. Storm Aura. Your aura has an effect that activates when you enter your rage, and you can activate the effect again on each of your turns as a bonus action. Your aura's effect depends on the chosen environment, blah 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 blah. You can change your environmental choice whenever you go up a level. You choose one other creature you can see in your aura. So, yeah, it only affects the T-Rex.
Okay.
Right.
And so it's going to get a 2 against the aura and an 11 against the storm spirit. In either case, it fails. So you're going to be able to do a total of 3d6 lightning to the T-Rex.
3d6.
3d6. 13. Okay. Woot. And that's your turn. Unless you want to
Yes, it is.
move.
No.
No. Okay. So after Leatherhead, it's Brock, who is also...
Brock? Yep. Brock's going to provoke opportunity attack and charge at the giant. He's upset the giant's not attacking him.
So you're going to vault over the T-Rex?
Well, he'll... True, I'd have to go over.
Either that, or you'd have to go around Karma or
Yeah.
Leatherhead, because they're either side of you. I suppose that it would be easier to vault over them because they're shorter than the T-Rex.
Yeah. I'll just attack the T-Rex.
Okay. Because it would be funny, actually, if you stepped over Leatherhead and, scraped your crotch against his head in the process. Just rub your balls on his face.
Sorry, I didn't see it down there.
Let me get it.
Then I'm gonna just attack the T-Rex.
Okay. No ball rubbing today. No teabagging. Okay.
Aww.
Those both hit.
Okay. $32.
Nicely done.
I'm going to use Knight of the Crown to have...
Knight of the what?
Knight of the Crown. It's my feat. I'm going to go Karma. You got to make an attack.
Oh, you're using a bonus action to give someone else an attack as their reaction.
Yeah.
Okay. Who are you giving it to?
Karma.
Karma. Okay.
Oh my God.
Karma, you get an extra attack against the T-Rex.
Yay.
And if you hit, you get a D8 damage.
In addition to normal or just
Yes, in addition to normal.
Yep.
I think that misses. 13.
Actually, a T-Rex only has an AC of 13.
Oh.
Hi.
So, that hits. $16 points of damage. Okay. This T-Rex is looking bloody.
Good. And that's my turn.
Okay. Frostwalker.
I will help with the T-Rex.
Okay. Round and pound that T-Rex.
Beat him down.
Both hit. No smite?
I was thinking about it, but I wasn't sure.
Okay.
That's good. Out of 2d8.
Another 12. Okay. Is Violet a Violet T-Rex? Are you asking if the T-Rex is actually purple? Yes. No, the T-Rex is not purple. Anyway. After Frostwalker, it is Mooney. Mooney.
Well, Leia is having an internal temper tantrum because I think a violet-coloured T-Rex would be awesome.
Alison just illustrated why it's not.
That's purple. I mean violet.
Violet is purple.
It's a lighter colour of purple. It's prettier. And anyways, is it, because with the help of the plushie, is it possible to concentrate on 2 polymorphs at once?
You want to polymorph something else? Yes, the whole point of that, that bear original, it still has the ability where it can concentrate on one spell for you, allowing you to concentrate on another. Okay,
second question. Would the frog be willing to be polymorphed?
I don't think the frog would be willing to polymorph. She doesn't like actually fighting.
Okay.
Like getting into the melee.
Alright. Who would be willing to be polymorphed? If nobody wants to, I do have another idea.
Polymorphed into what?
A T-Rex.
No, thank you.
No T-Rex, anybody?
Nobody wants to be T-Rex. Oh,
unnamed would jump at the chance.
Unnamed.
Being that thing looks cool.
Related to him, so.
Okay, just if you end up as some sort of T-Rex turtle hybrid, you're gonna end up looking like fucking Bowser.
Wait, would turtle as a T-Rex have 2 T-Rex heads?
Oh shit!
Would that be multiple bite attacks?
Fuck it, I'll allow it.
What about his...
What a good idea might be was instead of having the tail attack, he has 2 bite attacks.
Okay.
Okay, so Mooney will cast Polymorph on Unnamed and laugh from his position in the sky, asking Broomy to move him to the... Where should Mooney move to?
Well, your best position would be directly above the arena where you can target anybody.
Mooney will ask Broomy to move him to directly above the arena.
Yeah, above the fighting. How far up?
How tall are the giants?
That's the right question. Yeah. They're about 20 feet tall-ish.
And I'm guessing they have a range of about 10 feet, right?
Yes, so they could... they could swing up at you and hit you if you are within 30 feet of the ground.
Okay, then. Then I will make sure that I am 60 feet above the ground.
Okay. That's fair, because you would have moved 30 foot up on your previous turn.
Yes.
Yeah.
And because I had Broomy move me, I'm going to hold my movement to fly out the way if something comes and gets thrown at me.
Fair. Clever.
Yeah.
Alrighty. And now...
You is this Broomy.
I'm sorry, what?
Mooney is complimenting Broomy by saying he is best broom.
He is best broom. Broom creaks happily. Anyway, Dame croaks a lot.
Dane croaks a lot. Seeing that her spell is sadly not working, she's gonna run up to the front line that's fighting the
Fighting the
T-Rex.
Okay.
And she's going to cast Heroism on Malrock and Karma.
Okay. So...
They get 5 temporary HP at the start of their turn and are immune to being frightened.
I think... Who are you casting that on?
Not Malrock. Frostwalker and Karma.
I think Frostwalker is already immune to being frightened because he's a paladin. And Karma's a paladin too.
I doubt the frightened thing's going to come up against these monsters. It's mainly the temporary HP every turn.
Okay. So... against temporary HP equal to your spellcasting ability modifier. And your spellcast... And Miss Krug's spellcasting modifier is +4. So...
it's a 20, so it should be +5. Oh, I didn't edit that. Oh.
Okay, yes, you're right. It should be +5, but you wrote +4.
Because I'm not the brain.
No worries. So, the TLDR is that both Karma and Frostwalker have 5 temporary HP, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
And that's her turn.
Sweet. Oh, you don't have the Aura of Courage yet. So, yeah, you also have the immunity to being frightened. Sweet.
Actually, she's going to back up 15 feet. Away from the dinosaur's reach.
Okay. And then it is T-Rex total.
Sorry, yeah. Yeah, the two heads will just like roar at both the same time.
You have a 50-foot movement. And 2 heads. Each of them capable of doing a bite attack that does a d20 plus 10 to hit.
Hell yeah. I assume my... Actually, no, yeah, my spiritual weapon doesn't need concentration, doesn't it?
Doesn't need concentration, so that's still floating around.
That's still up as well.
You can still command that as a bonus action. Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah. So, Unnamed will run to...
The wording of polymorph basically says that in your new form you can't, like, if your new form doesn't have vocal cords, you can't cast spells and shit. But yeah, in theory. You could become a T-Rex rat hybrid.
Oh yeah, because because that's based on like.
Anyway, who are you biting, Mr. Were-Rat T-Rex?
Yeah, the
T-Rat.
They'll run up T-Rat. Yeah, the T-Rat will the double-headed T-Rat will run up to the in between. If possible, he'll run in so he's in between both the T-Rexes.
Okay, well, one of the T-Rexes is attacking. Is in melee with Karma, Leatherhead, Brock, and Lone Fist. The other one is still close to the Giants and is in melee with Violet, who's also a T-Rex.
Cool. I'll help with the Violet one.
Okay, you're going to help Violet. Cool.
Yes.
All right.
So, because I am technically a Were-Rat T-Rex, does that mean I still get the immunities?
Yes.
Lovely.
And yeah, Rob answered Alison's question for me. It definitely would not work on the T-Rex.
Good, I don't need that.
Hell yeah. Yeah, he'll bite on that one.
That's a good question. What about the Giants?
But we're not humanoid. We're just giant.
Giants are not technically humanoids, but it would be really funny. So, and also, okay. Strictly speaking, the definition of humanoid in D&D is, does it have a soul? And in D&D, the only creatures that are considered to have souls are the ones that are listed as humanoid in the book. Which is interesting, because that means Thri-Kreen have souls, Warforged have souls, orcs, goblins, elves, dwarves, gnomes, etc. But the giants don't, according to D&D.
Where does Orc go if he dies?
To the endless abyss.
Jotunheim.
Jotunheim! It makes no sense. But also, the point I'm actually making is you're in the plane of Asgarad right now.
Those rules don't apply.
Also, pretty much everything in here has or is made from a human soul.
Oh yeah, we're given that T-Rex lycanthropy.
Oh no!
Don't do that! I can't hurt it.
He's already bitten.
Brock doesn't have a magical weapon.
So each of those successful hits do 4d12 plus 7 piercing damage.
We can give a building lycanthropy.
We can make a house.
Oh my god. Yeah, the curse affects the soul itself. Yeah. Yeah, you can literally make a warehouse. Yes.
That's like 8d12 plus 14?
No,
I can't.
Yes, 8d12 plus 14 is right.
Okay, I can actually...
Try that again.
8d12 plus... 57. No, 53. I can't count.
3 points of damage and 22 passes your DC. I'm assuming.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Good. All right. Violet. The best lycanthropy for Brock would be a wet unicorn. Problem is, if you end up with a, unicorn horn sprouting out of the middle of your forehead, it's gonna make you look like a dickhead.
I mean, we're already full of dickheads, so.
Anyway, where were we? Oh yes, it is the turn of Violet. Would Violet like to continue biting at the T-Rex that doesn't have two heads?
Yes, I would.
Okay. So once again, roll a d20 plus 10 with advantage. That hits. Now, you could also do what you did before and use your tail to hit the other giant. But you know what might be fun? Do you want to use your breath weapon? Is that a yes, Amanda? Was that oh yes to the breath weapon attack?
Yes.
Okay. So so this T-Rex is spewing out a cone of force energy at the other T-Rex. Yeah, that T-Rex gets a 6. So altogether, it is going to do... Yeah, it's going to be 2d10 damage from the breath attack plus 4d12 plus 9 for the bite attack.
Two d10 plus 2d12.
2d10 plus 4d12 plus 9. Very nicely done. That T-Rex is also looking very bloody. So, turn passes to the T-Rexes. Okay. Anyway. Where was it? Oh, yes. So, this one is going to bite Violet. And gets a dirty 20. Does 4d12 plus 7. And Violet's raging, so that's 19 points of piercing damage to Violet. And then it's going to swing its tail at Turtle, the T-Rex Turtle rat thing. Two-headed turtle T-Rex. Two-headed turtle T-rat. Sorry?
Nothing happens.
Oh yeah. It hits, but it does no damage whatsoever because we're rat. And then the other T-Rex is surrounded by paladins and giants. Let's bite Brock this time. Gets a nat 20.
Oh my god.
I feel too bad. I'll let it go through. It only does normal damage because of my armor, though.
You wearing adamantine armor?
Yeah.
Oh, you fuck. Okay. 32 points of damage.
Okay, so 20.
And let's try and trip Karma this time.
Oh yeah.
Does a 26 hit?
Yeah.
3d8 plus 7 bludgeoning damage. 13.
Is it magical damage?
Oh yeah, you're a were creature too, aren't you?
Yeah.
Nothing happens. And then the frost giants. The frost giants were trying to... One of them was trying to apologize for hitting, and the other's just furious, and they... Well, the first one is angry that he got hit with a belt buckle. And of course, the only people who can understand this argument between the frost giants are the ones who can speak giant. But, long story short, yeah, let's just do both. Okay, the giant that had been commanded and is no longer under anyone's control manages to grapple the other giant and knock him to the ground. So, yeah, they're now freaking wrestling. Weapons abandoned, they're just grappled. Karma. What does Karma do?
Thank you, Zane. I almost forgot about that.
It's my spell. I'll keep you updated.
Yeah, but you didn't lose any HP, so it's, you know.
Temporary HP is still temporary HP.
Yes.
This is true.
But it goes. Yeah, the temp HP is replaced by the new temp HP. So, yeah. You're casting Shield of Faith.
Yes.
Okay.
Who's close to me right now?
Brock, Leatherhead, and Frostwalker.
I could use an AC boost.
No, you couldn't.
How about
Leatherhead?
Leatherhead?
What's his AC?
Mine's 15.
I have a 17.
Yeah. So Leatherhead gets his AC boosted.
Yes.
Sweet.
And then...
And then...
on the T-Rex.
Both of those hit.
Oh, shut up, Zane.
I'm only at 24 and need serious help. Your AC is 24, yeah. Wanker.
I'm at 18. I could have just given it to myself.
Yeah.
But... We got someone with less than 17 over here. So 2d2 10 plus. Will do. 2. That's a level 1 smite on the first one.
Alright, so T-Rex down.
That's for trying to hit me.
Right.
Turn done.
And anyway, it is now Leatherhead's turn. The T-Rex you were fighting is down.
Okay. How close is the next one to me?
25, 30 feet.
Bird. I'm gonna run over and smash it with my hammer.
Okay. Now, just to clarify something, there's actually 3 T-Rexes that all seem to be in a melee scrum with each other. One of which has 2 heads. Which of the other 2 are you going to attack?
If
you want,
the one that's got the lowest health. Lower of the 2.
The one that looks the bloodiest.
See.
That's actually fairly smart. Yeah. Okay. Go for it. Roll to hit.
D20 plus what? 6, I believe.
Yep. And you're going at it with your maul? Or your bite?
No, my lightning hammer.
Your lightning hammer. Okay.
17
hits. Yep. And it's going to do 2d4 plus 5 lightning damage. And you also, as a bonus action, using your Storm Aura?
Yep, my little Sparky.
That's a fail, so he takes another d6 of lightning damage. 10. Yeah, this T-Rex isn't looking too healthy.
Then doesn't my little Sparky spirit get a turn on my turn? Or is that part of my act?
You can command it as a bonus action.
Okay.
That's good. If you want to retcon it so that you use your Storm Spirit instead of your Storm Aura, I'll allow it.
Yeah, we'll do that.
Okay. So your Storm Spirit can do a ranged weapon attack. That is a d20 plus plus 5.
$24. Almost a dub.
That hits. So it'll do a d6 plus 3. And only an 18. Ridiculous people. Anyway,
D6 plus 3.
A d6 plus 3. 6.
6.
So.
And yeah, that was turn.
Cool. Frostwalker knows what I mean. Anyway. Brock.
You know what? Brock's going to drop his shield and run at the giants.
Okay.
And bonus action, he's going to conjure his greatsword.
Okay.
Then he's going to attack, and he's going to action surge for 4 attacks.
And you have advantage because they're both prone.
Yep.
Didn't get to say anything, Mr. Toe Shield.
Yeah.
Okay. The giants. Yeah, all of those hit. How much damage do you do?
Quickly adding.
To your biological cousins.
This is a show of might for him. 2, 3, 4.
60.
Yeah.
Okay. So. He is very much hurt.
Great. That's going to be my turn. Now I'm stuck with melee on an only 19 AC.
What is that noise? Okay, I'm glad whatever it was has stopped. Anyway. So that was Brock. Frostwalker.
I want to go and help Brock finish that one off.
Okay.
And it's a free action to pick something up, right?
It is. Are you going to pick up the shield?
No, the belt that he dropped.
Okay.
Because when they went prone and started wrestling, they just kind of discarded the weapons in their hands.
Indeed. So you're going to pick up the belt, which I'm assuming, unless the girl frog dropped concentration, would still have a hot metal buckle.
I did drop it for heroism.
Oh, right, yeah, fair. So no, it doesn't have the heated metal, but it's still a huge flail.
I'll figure out how to wear it later.
Okay.
And I will attack the one that he attacked.
The one that has the other giant pinned rather than the pinned giant.
Yes.
Okay. So you're gonna fight the top.
Right bottom.
Both of those hit, and that second one's a crit. I wonder where you're gonna put the smite.
And I will add in a 2nd level Divine Smite.
Okay. How much damage altogether? 66. Okay. Well, the top only had 13 hit points left. So that means that 53 hit points are going to cleave through to the guy under him. Which means, both giants are unconscious. Well done.
I high five Frostwalker.
I'm sorry?
High five Frostwalker.
Yeah, five Frostwalker. All right.
Unnamed will let out like a roars from both heads to just get the crowd going.
That was Frostwalker. Mooney, there is currently only one opponent left standing, and they are barely standing. It's the T-Rex that's being attacked by Turtle Rex and Violet Rex.
I kind of want to sting the T-Rex.
You want to sting the T-Rex?
Yes, I know it probably won't do much damage at all, but I really like the idea of stinging a T-Rex.
Okay, so you're going to fly down.
Wait a minute.
What?
Elephant hasn't gone at all this combat. Did you forget?
What was your initiative?
10.
Yeah.
You go now, Alison.
Yeah. So what would you have been doing? What have you been holding back for 3 rounds that you now unleash?
Oh.
Sorry.
I didn't realize there was 3 rounds. I guess a bunch of smites.
Okay, so you're going to have stealthily, I suppose. I mean, you casually walked across the arena while everybody else is getting stuck in to deliver the coup de grace on the last monster. So yeah, roll to hit on the T-Rex.
Do you only roll all 3 of my turns at the exact same time, or?
Nah, just you're not gonna need that much. Just do 2 attacks. Nice, both of those hit. How much damage do you do?
How bad is the T-Rex looking?
It looks like it's about to fall over anyway. But, you are trying to entertain the crowd here, so...
Okay.
Make it flashy.
Let me just, let's be cool. I'll do a wrathful smite.
Very cool. Let her have this. You've been able to do stuff. She hasn't. 28 points of damage.
And if it's still alive, it needs to make a,
It is not. It is down. It needs to make a what, though?
I was doing a wisdom save to not be frightened. But, yeah. I kind of imagine, like, during the fight, Elizabeth just staring into, like, a corner somewhere, not moving, until she was like, oh yeah, I have a turn. And whop.
Uh-huh. Yeah. The T-Rex is unconscious but still has a pained expression on its face. The crowd goes wild. The gates open to allow you to rest and recuperate.
I'm going to take the other giant's belt as a momentum to beating a giant.
You're going to unbuckle the other dude's belt.
He's unconscious. What can you do? I hold it up.
Let him have his dignity. Come on.
I hold it up and I cheer like a mighty roar. Like
championship belt.
Yeah.
I'm gonna run over and take a couple of teeth out of the T-Rex. Maybe I can make something out of them.
They're still alive. You.
Hey, I just realized it's been like about maybe a minute. What did I miss?
Make an athletics check.
To catch you up, Allison, the giants started fighting each other after Malrock cast command to betray, and then we just we crushed the skulls of the T-Rexes and
pretty much.
And then Malrock killed the giants on his own.
Oh, I would want to kill a giant. Yeah, it's weird, like, everything went dark, and then I just started, like, hearing, like, voices.
Nice. Yeah, that's a good way of explaining it. That's a good way of explaining it.
Instead of being a player, she joined the stream for a second.
Yeah, she was.
Yeah,
watching,
just like
she was watching us play.
It went,
was, like,
shit, I'm
very
floating down there.
confusing.
Anyway.
It was very confusing.
What was I going to say? Okay, so, Leatherhead, you said you were pulling teeth out, yes?
See?
Make an athletics check.
Athletics check. What is my athletics? Come on, zoom in.
It is a +3.
There. Ew, 9.
You do not manage to yank that tooth out.
Well,
oh, man. They normally do that to you if they kill someone of your kind.
Right? I mean, people do make necklaces out of gator teeth, so...
So, revenge?
Kinda.
Even though T-Rexes would never have done that to you, they would have just eaten you?
Yeah, exactly. They're not, awakened like me.
Yeah. It's not their fault.
And they're extinct, so they're fucking retarded, and I survived, because,
You win. Because you're alive and they're not.
Right.
By that logic, eventually you will lose, and so does everyone else. So, are you going to try again to yank a tooth, or are you going to...
Yeah, I gotta get one of these.
Wait. Is Mooney eating a T-Rex?
It's what it looks like. Yep, 21, there you go.
There you go, you managed to get the tooth.
Yay! Mooney is a bear. He's eaten an eye before. Last time he got told not to do something, he got really cool vision. Mooney's logic dictates if he eats the T-Rex, something cool will happen because Elizabeth told him not to.
So...
I always said we shouldn't probably eat the meat or dairy products because of...
So how you want to do this? I mean, this thing is still huge, and you are medium unless you transform into your large bear form.
Mooney transforms into large bear form and goes, nom.
On what? Are you going for the throat, for the belly?
For the leg.
Can I try and stop him?
Yeah, make a contested athletics check.
Yes.
Against a brown bear. Nope. I'm pretty sure that's gonna fail, but
There's always a chance.
What do I need to roll?
Well, assuming you're using the brown bear form, or are you just going?
I use the shift, the werebear thing.
Okay. All right. So, what is your strength modifier right now?
It's a +4.
Okay, I'm looking at your character sheet and it's saying +3/5. Could you remind me why it's +3 plus?
On what? Whereabouts? Oh, is that a level 7 sheet you're looking at?
No, I'm looking at a level 8.
Oh.
I'll send it to you.
Yeah, send it to me. Mine doesn't say that unless we're looking at something different.
Mooney's character sheet.
Okay, I looks. Okay.
I was hoping you remembered why there's a.
Oh, I think that's because of the werebear thing.
Okay.
Doesn't my strength increase a bit if I shift into
No,
werebear?
your stats are always exactly the same no matter what form you're in.
Right.
But a werebear does have a strength of 19. Okay, so your strength was 17, and now you're a werebear, it's 19. Got it.
Okay.
So that means that your athletics is a +8. Elizabeth scored an 8 total. So yeah, there's literally no way you could fail a strength check against her.
I don't know. Is it too late to give her advantage?
Why would you give her advantage? Why would you help her stop you?
No, Mooney wouldn't. Nom 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 nom.
Okay, so you bite the leg. You feel Elizabeth trying to hold you back, but you chomp into the thigh muscle and begin chewing on T-Rex. Of course, that T-Rex is going to die from blood loss and shock.
Mooney doesn't realise that instantly casts heal on it.
What? You don't...
Mooney thought it was just sleeping.
You still can't... If you eat somebody while they're sleeping, they die.
Bear logic. Heal.
You're casting heal, like the heal spell, the 70 hit points.
Cure wounds.
Cure wounds. Okay.
No.
Okay.
Anthony, does this dinosaur get like lycanthropy? Yes or no?
That's a good point.
If it does, after the first bite, Mooney couldn't eat the T-Rex anymore.
This is also...
Yeah, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go kill the T-Rex if that happens.
Because it's DC 11. Because that's what it's where we're at.
The DC for the... Alright. So, the DC for the lycanthrope bite is based on your an 8 plus your proficiency bonus and your constitution modifier. So for Mooney, that would be 13. And the T-Rex got a 12. So yeah, that means you bite the T-Rex and even as you release your grip to take another bite, you feel the flesh knit back together.
Okay. Something cool technically happened, so Mooney was right.
And then, do you still heal them, or do you not bother after seeing?
Now that it is lycanthrope and he has seen something cool, he stops biting. Mooney looks at Elizabeth, like a dog would be, hoping she is proud of him.
Elizabeth, you would actually have advantage on both of those attacks because it's still prone. But nevertheless, those both hit and would count as critical, so it's dead.
Mooney looks confused.
Although you are using a magic weapon, right, Elizabeth?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's dead.
Mooney looks confused. Mooney not allowed to kill it, but Elizabeth is?
You apparently have lycanthropy, and I don't think a T-Rex should have the ability to tank off damage from a Tarrasque, because blunt force trauma is a thing that just will not affect them.
Can you imagine a T-Rex that was a hybrid bear?
And also a
grizzly T-Rex.
A bear T-Rex is something the world should not see.
You know what?
I've already seen too much.
I have an idea.
Please. No.
Let's get a monk. Let's start cursing them with lycanthropies, and let's get all their unarmed strikes on a single creature and have them face off against a Tarrasque. Werewolf, rat, cat, everything. I'm like a pig.
How many lycanthropies can you have at once?
As many. It just depends if the bite is magical or not.
That's the trick. Because the once you've got one form of lycanthropy, you can't take piercing damage anymore. You're not going to get any more kinds of lycanthropy from a bite. It's going to have to be a bit more complicated.
Yeah, you would need a cursed magic item, like the something's fang or something that gives you lycanthropy / werewolfism.
Archon's bite.
Or you'd have to use, like you said, a magic weapon and then spit in the wound.
Yeah. Which monks do. Or we can experiment using this world's magic. It's just a funny thought of a pig with everything fighting a Tarrasque.
I don't think we should give that much power to an animal. It might do something bad, like gain sentience, and then start a revolution to kill us mortal folk.
I mean, if everything here is living and was a person, isn't everything sentient?
Please don't say that. It's not helping my mental health. I already see eyeballs and mouths everywhere around me.
Wasn't that T-Rex its own person?
I don't want to think about the Planet Eater wanting to go to a book club. That is a good point. Does this place have a Tarrasque?
I'm sorry?
It can.
If someone wants to be it, yeah.
That's a well, let's not think about that. It might come true.
Alright. So the crowd are getting impatient, chanting for the next fight. Leave the arena.
Yeah, Brock's gonna leave with his belt. He's like, I can't wait to show everyone back in the real world what I got. It's like a dog with a stick. It's like he found the biggest stick he could find. It's like a log to him.
Yeah, and then it's just going to turn into a rat and then just scurry out. The giant T-Rex just turns into a rat. At least I think that's how it works.
Well, the polymorph would last an hour, and then or until Mooney and her teddy bear drop concentration.
I'm gonna go full wolf and just follow the rat.
As he's walking out with the animals, Brock's like, I need to get myself one of those. He doesn't quite understand that it's a curse, because so far he's only seen it help people.
Walking like a normal person. As Alison walks from the arena, those of you who are more eagle-eyed might notice her shadow looks sort of tentacly.
Ooh.
Elizabeth looks up to the sky. My name's Elizabeth, not Allison. That's my voice.
Yeah.
I was trying to make a joke, sorry.
Yeah, I get it. It's good.
Who are you, Deadpool? Breaking the fourth wall?
Yeah, that's the thing. They break the fourth wall.
Your character doesn't know who Deadpool is.
Fair enough.
Mooney pokes the shadow.
It doesn't. It's just it returns to the normal Elizabeth shape shadow.
Mooney still keeps poking the shadow as if it's gonna jump out and bite him.
Elizabeth,
you might want to be careful.
The bear is clawing at your shadow. What do you do?
You should probably be careful. That since y'all's shadows look a little bit more darker to me than usual.
Why shadow look weird? Pokes. Follows. Pokes. Follows.
It doesn't look weird anymore.
Elizabeth will say, I blame something. Something that has touched me. I don't know what it is. All I know is that it has given me magic and it has given me knowledge that has broken me. Done fixed, broken again, and I just... Never mind, I shouldn't probably speak about this too much.
Thinks you need nap.
Just to let y'all know, a great old one might be looking at us right now. Or to me.
What's a great old one?
Anybody want to do an Arcana check or a History check?
You know what? Fuck it, Brock will make an Arcana check.
And no, I am not a warlock. They actually get a better deal.
Arcana.
Oh, where the hell is this one?
Okay.
Nice. Good job.
So, Frostwalker and Mooney know that there are some beings older than the gods that claim to be stronger than the gods, or at least their followers claim that they're stronger than the gods. are difficult for people to comprehend because their needs, their wants and desires are so completely and utterly alien and other that to look at them, to understand them, would leave you mad.
I have a funny story as to how Mooney might know that.
Okay.
Remember when we jokingly said that maybe Mooney lost his intelligence to some monster that took up residence in his cave?
Okay.
What if that monster was some crazy cultist?
Okay.
That I don't know was doing crazy rituals in the forest dimension that this cave now belongs to blah blah blah.
So what you're saying is you're experimented on by some sort of cultist.
Maybe, yeah.
Okay.
There was crazy person who once tried to take Mooney's den. Mooney had sore head after that, but he said things about beings older than gods.
Sounds about right.
That's great.
See? I'm just gonna pray for your benefit. Whatever influence has gone to you has left, compared to what continues to happen to me all the time. Is there any other questions about what I just unfolded?
Is it the stuff I see in my mind that you put there? Is that them?
Some.
Yeah, you did share a vision of it with.
Yeah, it's kind of difficult because, like, it's hard for me to sometimes tell what's real and what's not. Especially since I have, like, dreams that kind of seem real. Like, sometimes I be fighting enemies, I be fighting monsters. I'm just doing everyday life. It's just... And also, right now, your frog girlfriend, I see her having multiple eyes and a extra mouth. And...
She blinks one eyeball at a time at you.
And yeah, it's always shifting. Yeah, it's I can tell the difference like most of the time, but like sometimes like weird stuff, like, to be honest, what I put in your head might not actually be Great Old Ones, just my perception of what I imagine one would look like. Or it could be a real thing.
It's just what your brain and his brain can handle. Yeah.
Yeah. There's actually some more, like, images and stuff.
To be fair, Brock's brain can't handle much.
I mean, it could be worse. I could have just, like, shoved, like, some other stuff into your brain.
Shove the
Those are the ones that I just think are just pretty looking.
The truths of the universe just crammed into his brain, whether he wants it or not.
He knows all magic, forbidden and old, and they're all locked away by a great old one that she put in his head.
It's more like a gatekeeper.
Like, don't touch these things or this guy will show up.
Yeah. Hopefully you won't die if you try to unlock it too early.
Wouldn't that mean that Mr. The Thing now has access to all the truths of the universe and all the old magic?
No, it's
and all.
what I put in his head is just more of a image. It's just more or less as a deterrent. Like, I don't think they'll actually will do anything.
I mean, out of character, he has the knowledge of old magic, and it's what you
just can't.
Yeah. Speaking of, at the mention of "don't poke the door," he's going to picture the door in his mind. And he's going to poke it.
The the door in your mind like swells at your touch, like it pushes back, like when you put your hand on a pregnant woman's belly.
You hear from his lips, "Aww, it's pregnant."
Elizabeth throws up.
Mooney is going to trot over to Brock and just hold him like he's a cub and go, "You definitely need nap."
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm perfectly fine.
Brags like cub. Violet, can you knock some sense into him?
Violet? Do you want Violet to literally knock some sense into him? Because she really could.
But Moon...
Yes, I would. Also, is that the first time you asked me that? Or, like, I've been laughing and coughing because you guys are assholes.
I'm not an asshole. Yet.
I was laughing at that conversation, and then Rob was being a smartass, so I was laughing at that, and, like, I was just, laughing one thing, then laughing another thing, and... Anyway.
Would Violet give Brock a slap?
Yeah.
You want to roll to hit on arm strike?
Roll to hit. That'd just be the straight D20 plus 7, I think, eh?
Let's see, plus 6.
Oh, because it's unarmed.
21 hits, and that does 4 points of bludgeoning damage.
My armor reduces it by 3, so it's only 1. What's a saving throw to hold back your anger?
There isn't one.
It's a wisdom save.
Like, if it was anyone else, I think he could. But because Amanda's a dragon, I think it's the...
Oh, you're a giant.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the only reason I think he should.
Oh, shit.
Grapple check. I'm still trying to hold him.
You're gonna try and hold him back. Does anybody else want to try and hold Brock back from retaliating?
He looks like he's about to kill, like, he's about to knock out, like, Violet. Out of character, I got no problem with you, Violet.
I guess I'll help.
Would that be strength, athletics?
It would be athletics.
Normally, you know,
I wouldn't just putting a force cage. You're putting Brock in a force cage, are you?
How do you have force cage? Damn!
Leatherhead just goes, normally I would just like to see this, but...
Yeah, that's a good point. How can you cast a 7th level spell?
I'm thinking wrong character, ignore me.
Yeah. Nice. Brock, beat a 22.
Out of character, Amanda, I want to emphasize, I hold no ill will on that.
Make a wisdom save.
Ill will, I'm gonna get bitch slapped.
I'm not humanoid, so I'm immune.
That's true. You'd have to use hold monster.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Wouldn't work.
I wasn't the only one trying to hold him back, so I hope someone can roll better than me.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for the rolls.
What is it?
Ooh, yeah.
Athletics.
Command could work if you fail your wisdom save. Command might make you stop, depending on what they command you to do. Yeah, you're gonna click on. Do you have that spell, Elizabeth?
Yep.
All right.
Well, if command doesn't work, we'll use that.
Okay.
Leatherhead. That was your was. Oh yeah, that's Leatherhead's athletics.
I think I passed the command.
18 passes.
Son of a.
Okay. Calm emotions.
So.
Okay, if this doesn't work, I'm just gonna have to scramble your brain.
I don't think you have enough time. You're going to use your action to calm emotions, and then I get my action to punch.
Fair enough. Continue. Let's see if you can save
Make a charisma save, Brock. Fucking hell. Okay.
Okay.
Brock, make a unarmed strike on Violet. And so that would do...
He really wants to punch her for some reason.
6 points of damage on her. Now, is that done? Have you both swung your swing and you're backing off? Or...
Yeah, I think after the one punch, Brock would start walking away.
Violet, are you also cease firing? Oh, yeah. Okay. Cool. So you both made your point. Cool.
How did you get 2 nat 20s in a row?
I have no clue.
Is he one of the developers for Avray?
In order to edit my chances, I'd have to do it in the server, so you would have seen it.
Okay. So, the as you are bickering and talking, the fight promoter comes in and says, "Got another fight ready for you if you're ready for it."
Ooh, what you got?
You're gonna like this one.
I like any fight.
They're from someplace else.
Isn't everything in this place?
Are they an aberration?
Take a look for yourself. And you look out into the arena and you see a trio of aboleths swimming around in a waterlogged arena.
Huh.
Ooh. So this means I get to swim.
Brock can't swim.
But it's not going to be that deep.
Mooney can carry someone. Well, technically, do bears have a swim? I feel like grizzly bear and the polar bear at least should have a basic swim.
Let's have a look at the stat block.
I don't think they do, but I feel like they should.
They probably should. Although I don't think. I think technically, yeah, you've got walking and climbing, but no swim. I think technically in the wild they don't really swim. They walk through the water and fish. Walk through the river, you know.
They can swim.
Literally spend like half the day swimming, so
Polar bears can swim, but
I don't think even the polar bear has a swimming thing.
no.
I feel like they should, but
yeah. Anyway, so I was trying to be dramatic and put a pin in it with you seeing the weird gribbly things that are waiting for you for your next fight.
Here, please. Do we get long rest first?
It's up to you. If you tell the promoter that you want to sit this one out and rest, by all means. But
I think this.
As I mentioned before, they do have good healers, so you'd get all your hit points and spell slots back anyway, as if you'd long rested. So,
okay. Then Wag's tail, and
all right. I hope you guys at home have enjoyed this as much as we've enjoyed playing, and that you join us next time. There's another game we're playing on Friday, so like and subscribe for that. In the meantime, no matter what role you play,
have a good game.
Have a good game.